Welcome back to the Kaya Star I Am You podcast. And I'm so excited and super happy to be doing an interview today with the lovely, inspirational boss woman, entrepreneur, Sonia Sunshine, because she's a ball of sunshine. So I'm just going to let her introduce herself to you guys and what it is she is working on and what she's doing, because I think she's always working on something. So,
Yes.
how have you built this beautiful world you created for yourself that you love to live in?
So, Kaya, thank you first of all for having me on your show. This is super exciting, super fun, and I'm all about supporting, women that have vision, that have ideas, that do it for the collective, that do it for something bigger than their own little belly button. So, I'm very blessed to be here today. Thank you. I'm Sonia Sunshine. I own two businesses here in Sarasota, Florida. So, one is a beauty salon, Gauthier Salon Wellness Spa, and also a financial business. So I build teams in the financial industry where we help families get to financial independence ASAP. You know what I mean? So originally
ASAP.
and I love the camera. So
we're gonna have a lot of fun today.
Yes.
So one thing I want to get into, she said she built her business here in Sarasota. Mm-hmm. All right. If you've never come to Florida before, St. Armand Circle is a really nice spot in Florida. All right. I would say it's like on the bougie side.
A little bit.
The beach is like not even a mile down the road, and it's Lido Beach. That happens to be one of my favorite beaches.
Wow.
And you probably know that.
No.
And St. Armand Circle is like one of my favorite places to come.
Wow.
Where I just want to chill,
yes,
have a nice lunch, and just go to the beach.
Yes.
And sometimes there's weddings going on, so I just love to like sit there and see people get married. I'm a total romance freak.
Oh, wow.
So, like, not only does she do all this stuff, but she does it with her partner,
yes,
her husband,
yes,
and her four-legged son.
Yes.
Ziggy. We said that literally. And Ziggy has a mural here in her salon.
Yes.
So I just want to touch base on the fact she has a salon, and you moved here, you said 4 years ago.
4 years ago from Montreal, Canada.
From Montreal. Why was I thinking Quebec all this time? Do you speak French?
We speak French. So
Okay.
Quebec is the province. Mm-hmm. So we have provinces, not states.
Okay.
So the province of Quebec is the only province in Canada where we speak French.
Yes.
So Quebec is the province, and there's also the capital, which is Quebec, but we're from Montreal, the city.
Okay, so
yes,
she just gave me a history map on Canada.
Yes.
I know Alberta is like where Mormons are from and stuff. And I know Quebec they speak, but I didn't know Montreal was like actually a part of Quebec.
Yes.
So there's not much I know about Canada, you guys. And many people tell me go visit. I have never really been interested into visiting until I met you, honestly. I'm like, there's cool people. I come from there.
Yes. Well, Montreal is an amazing city. Like, Montreal is a super diverse city. The culture, the nightlife, anything is possible in Montreal. But since it's a French, province, it's a little bit harder for entrepreneurs to actually expand their vision. And when you're an entrepreneur, one of the elements that you have inside of you is the visionary. Mm-hmm. So you want to grow, and when you're a little bit blocked with the language, which is amazing that we're conserving it. So, don't get me wrong on that point, ladies and gentlemen. You got to conserve the language, very important. But when you want to grow, you got to be able to expand to other horizons. Right?
Okay. So what, and one thing I want to say about, I don't know if this is true or not. It might be a stereotype. It might be true. But a lot of people say that Quebec is like its own country in Canada.
A little bit.
Like, they're very proud.
Yes.
Like, if someone's from Montreal, Quebec, like, they're very proud, and they're going to let you know, and it's like, they know they're not like the culture of all of Canada.
Right, absolutely. I think because of the French, so we are French Canadians, but we are Québécois. So in French, we say Québécois, like Floridian would be Québécois.
Québécois.
Yes.
I'm going to start learning some French here, you guys.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're very proud because Quebec is the only, we're like a peanut guys in the ocean. I think Quebec has like maybe 10 million people, 50 million people, maybe. I'm really bad with numbers, okay? But we're the only ones in all of America that speak French. So for us, it's super important to conserve that identity, and we're very proud of it also, because yes, it's different from France, but we're a little bit more, on the warm side, and we want to get to know everybody. We're very curious about other cultures.
Okay.
But hey, Montreal's the best city in all of Canada, so
She's from there, so she's definitely going to say that. I'm from San Diego, and I would say that maybe 6 years ago. I don't think I can say that now. So much has changed since
Absolutely.
I grew up and left. But I still love the beaches. And I'm here in Florida. We have the beaches. I'm a water person. I'm guessing you love to be surrounded by water.
Yes.
Because driving over the bridge to get here is the most beautiful scenery.
Yeah.
So if you get to drive over that bridge to come to work and leave,
it's worth it.
It's worth it.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
So beautiful.
Absolutely.
And the color of the water.
Oh, stunning. When we moved here, so we moved here 4 years ago from Canada, and we moved here initially for the other business. But when you immigrate to another country, when you immigrate to America, one of the easiest way to do it, is you buy a business and you become an investor.
Okay.
So that's the path we chose.
Okay.
And my husband wanted to start his own restaurant. He's a private chef.
Oh.
So he wanted to start his own restaurant.
So wait, you get good food every night?
Every night. No. Sometimes he doesn't,
He's not only good with chefing, he's good with everything with his hands, right?
Everything. Well, he had a plumbing business in Canada.
Okay.
So very, very manual, very handy. But it's hard when when you start a business. First thing you need is cash.
Capital.
Money. Capital.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about a construction company, it's more expensive because you have the licenses, you have the insurance.
Yeah, I was gonna say
you get all the tools and everything, so it's a lot of capital. So moving to another country, you don't know who your market is going to be.
Yeah.
Who are you going to sell? How are you going to find your clients? How are you going to get your name out there? So harder. Like it was too big. Already moving to another country.
But Sonia made it look super easy, because not only is her name out there, but she's like in the newspaper. Like I don't know how many times on her story I've seen we're in the paper. And so let's just go back a little bit, right?
Yes.
I know you from living in Northport, Florida, which Northport, Florida isn't really known for anything but warm mineral springs.
Right.
And a lot of Canadians do come down to go to there, and they end up living there. Right. But what made you choose? Is that the first place you chose? And why did you choose the Northport?
Good question. Now, when we moved here, we knew we wanted to come to the West Coast. So we had never been to Florida. My husband did not speak English. He only spoke French.
Wow.
So we said, let's go see for 6 months if we're going to like it. Mm-hmm. So our friends had told us about Venice. So a little bit. And
it's a little more, Northport and Venice are like 10, 15 minutes away, depending on where you live.
Right.
But the price range on houses
is very different. Yeah.
And I mean, it's a 10-minute drive to the beach from Northport anyways. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
But she had told us about Venice because of the dog beach.
Oh.
So Ziggy is our baby. So we knew we wanted to be close to the dog beach. And the East Coast for us was like a jungle because there's a lot of Spanish. Mm-hmm. And we had to be speaking English 100% of the time.
Nothing against Spanish people.
No.
That wasn't their language. So it wouldn't be a good fit.
No. And we already had to learn and speak English 100% of the time. Then to think to add on a third language was like, okay, wait a minute. You have to give yourself a break when you're going to be doing something. You got to look at what you're good at, and you got to look at, okay, how can I start just building something with what I have inside of me now?
In an area that I don't know.
Yes, in an area that you don't know at all.
So what I want to say right now, as far as an entrepreneur, there has to be, it's going to be a big risk. And you have to be a risk taker because you just have like 4 variables that could have made you just stay where you were. Like learning a new language, not knowing who you're going to be around. Not knowing the market. I mean, not knowing exactly, you want to be on the West Coast, but you don't know anything about this place. And it's a new country. Right. It's not just like you're going in the same country to a different city. Yeah. You're moving to a different country. So you're learning a different culture.
Absolutely.
And your partner, you said, didn't even speak English. So it's like,
Lots of changes.
You're thinking about you and you have this drive, and also your partner being thrown into a place where you don't know if he's going to thrive in his home because he doesn't maybe be as relatable with people because he doesn't speak the language.
Right.
Absolutely. So how was that obstacle? Was it an obstacle for you guys?
So I would tell you, there was a lot of adversity. There was a lot of situation, obstacles. I don't really like that word. I'm a very positive person. But when you have a vision, challenges, mountains, lessons. But when you have a dream in your heart, and when you feel that you have to do something, you have to listen to that little voice, no matter what is in front of you. And when I felt it in my heart, I'm the one that felt it in my heart. We had been planted. Somebody had planted that dream in our hearts maybe 10 years ago.
Okay.
That we could make it in America, that, Florida was beautiful, the beaches, the palm trees. They would text us every month, pictures of, paradise. And then you're in Canada and it's snowing, and then you're like, what am I doing?
And it's more gray.
As of mid-October to like mid-April, it's gray.
Yeah, because in Florida, we don't have a winter here.
No.
Maybe 3 days, and I don't think you would consider that a winter.
No.
I consider below 70 degrees. And it's not even the same degrees. You guys are like Celsius, right?
Celsius.
I don't know nothing about the metric system of anywhere outside of the United States.
Yes.
Even though the U.S. is the only one that goes by that metric system. So,
Absolutely.
they should literally teach us since kindergarten the metric system of the world. I think they try to disable us.
Yes. Well, that's another conversation. But yeah, so when you have that dream, and we had it in our hearts, and 4 years ago, everybody knows what happened 4 years ago.
Yeah.
COVID hit on the planet, and, there's always a blessing in everything. And we went remote 100%.
Okay.
My financial business.
Okay.
My husband had a plumbing business, and unfortunately, small businesses, a lot of them closed in Canada.
Yeah. No one wanted you come into their house. They would let their toilet just overflow.
Yeah, you weren't
Plumber
allowed.
wasn't coming. Oh, they
we
weren't allowed?
No, it was.
Oh, wow.
We were pretty much shut down for 2 years. So
I had, I was living in Florida and we weren't shut down. No. I was kind of isolated from that experience. Not completely, because I am in the nursing field. You're not isolated from any health epidemic. Yeah. But I was isolated in the sense of not knowing how extreme it was for people that lived in other places who were on lockdown completely.
Yeah. That was pretty hard.
I can't imagine.
Even for the psychology and everything of individuals, the human needs to be in contact with people.
Yes.
Like now we're lucky to have this technology that allows us to get out there and to say, hey, we exist. Stick together, create a collective. But the human needs that connection. So, but that's a long story. But after
we can go on a bunny trail so easily. So we'll try to keep it. We'll try to keep it. Yeah.
So at the end of all of this, I looked at my husband at some point and I said, I'm going to Florida. And ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, you said I'm going to Florida. You say we need to go to Florida. You were like, we're going.
Because I said, I'm leaving for Florida. I'm taking the dog. I'm out of here. Uh-huh. And I said this because when you're taking such a it's a huge decision.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person, and that's good for partnerships, ladies and gentlemen. When you're in a relationship, there's you and there's the other person, and then there's
together
the duo, So I knew that I'm the type of person I can land anywhere and I can make it happen.
Okay.
I am not structured. I am child of the universe. I am, I'm an action and relationship driven person.
Yeah.
My husband is very, very structured.
Which I think is very normal. I think men are very logical.
Yes. Very logical.
And women could be very in their fantasy and I could do this.
Yes.
I mean, I think it's built into us to just, we know we can do it.
Yes.
And if your partner is strong enough to believe in who you are and recognize that gift in you, then
it'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it's like, okay, I had to respect him also and not come in and say, my husband's a Leo, so, and he's a construction worker and, he drove a business with 35 guys working for him. So
Leos are very leaders as well. So 2 leaders.
Yes, I'm a Libra, so I can balance it out a little bit.
But you're a leader as well.
Yes. but I couldn't impose my vision onto him.
Right.
So I said, I'm going with the dog. You come or not, I'm out. I needed him to understand that my decision, it was viral. Like, I needed to go, but that I didn't want to force him. But I was forcing him a little bit in that sense.
Not really. You were making him make a decision on his own.
Yes.
And you're making a really huge decision because most partners, man or woman, doesn't matter. Or, you know, we have more than men or women partners, you know.
Right.
But would not risk the relationship to chase a dream.
Right.
But at the same time, we're individuals.
Yes.
And we are living our lives.
Yes.
And if we don't go after what we feel is our passion, then we'll never know.
No, absolutely.
So there just come a time where, and you made that hard decision that I'm choosing to do this, and you didn't know if you would have lost your partner over it.
I knew that he was going to say yes.
Okay,
because we had been thinking about it, okay?
I'm just going to take the dog and go.
As if I would have survived.
Most people would have been like, you just going to leave your husband?
But I knew he was going to say yes. I felt it in my heart. But I needed him to do the math, do what he needed to do to feel comfortable, because
before he left,
when you're doing such a huge move, you don't need to move to another country. That's not what I'm saying. But when you're choosing to follow your dream, you need your spouse to be on board with you, because it's not always going to be easy. So when I knew that we've been through a lot in Canada too together as a couple.
Right.
So I knew that when I was going to be down, he needed to be able to pull me back up and not tell me this was your decision. We lost everything. This didn't work, blah, 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 and put it on me. No.
So what I'm hearing is trust. What I'm hearing is love. What I'm hearing is you felt safe enough to do it because you had already had that trust with your partner to make a decision like that.
Absolutely.
So people who are in relationships where they don't have that trust, it'd be a nightmare to do something like that. Like it would crumble.
Well,
so the foundation was there for you to follow that dream.
Yes.
So beside that foundation with your relationship, where did you find the courage in yourself? Like what made you that person to hear that voice and listen to it? Because a lot of us hear voices that are ideas that inspire us and we don't do them. And we see other people do what we had that inspired to do 3 years later and they're like millionaires. And it's like, I was going to do that same thing in that same spot that happened to me with my daughter today. And I was with the wrong partner. He talked me out of it. And I knew it was a great idea. I said, I'm going to put a food truck right here, but I can't run the whole truck by myself. I can't cash it out and cook the food. I need you, since you're not working, to be the upfront person while I'll cook the food because he was no chef. And he said it was the stupidest idea. There's like 20 food trucks now, and I would have been the first food truck in that place. So like sometimes you hear that small voice, and we don't listen to it. So what made you take that? Like what made you just say, I'm going to go after it? Did you always think that way? Were you always as a kid thinking that way, or what changed your life to make you say, you know what, I'm brave enough to do this?
I think in your life, I was not an entrepreneur. If you look at my life 10 years ago, I was not an entrepreneur. I was working for corporate Canada. I was living my best life that I thought. I went to university for 10 years. Okay, guys, Canada's very different for school, for university. It's not the same tuition. So I went to school for a very long time. I have all these diplomas. I come from a background where, Sonia, you go to school, you get a job, you get diplomas, you get a pension. That's how I grew up. But I was always a child that I love life. I love life.
You couldn't fit in that box.
Yeah, I couldn't. Everybody would tell me, Sonia, don't speak too much. Why are you smiling so much? Well, because I'm alive and I'm excited about, people. That's who I am. But at some point, okay, you fall into the entrepreneur world and you discover another option, another possibility, and more possibilities open up to you in front of your eyes. So when that
door opened for you,
I took it.
You were like, this is what my spirit's been waiting for. Like, I can be freer in this atmosphere than what I was taught to do.
Yes, and I never feel, you can't let fear condition your life. What we saw, I've traveled a lot in my life, and I always came back to Montreal as my safe place. And what I saw in my city, where I always felt great as a woman, very, very safe, I didn't feel that anymore.
Oh.
It was like, this is not where I belong anymore. And I feel that I want to see the world. I want to get to know people from different places. Let's go to Florida for 6 months. We'll go for 6 months. We'll do the snowbird thing for 6 months.
Yeah.
Let's try. If it doesn't work, we'll come back. You know what I mean? It's like, what's the big deal? You got one life to live, and you choose to.
And we don't know.
No, you don't know
when that is going to end.
That's
so
it.
like,
you don't know when the world will shut off on you, or when somebody else will decide you can't go out of your home anymore. That was a huge.
That was a wake up call.
Yeah. I
Like,
said, wait a minute.
I need more freedom.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, let's go, honey. 6 months in, and you can't let fear control your life. You have to try. You have to listen to what you have inside of you, no matter who is beside you. And sometimes the people that you love the most are the ones that are not going to support you.
Yeah, they'll tell you it's a very bad idea.
Yes.
And how did you silence those voices out? Because for me, those voices are like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many times I recreated my life recreating what I was doing and learning,
Yes.
okay, this isn't working.
Yes.
So like, let me try something else. But something like, because I love so many things, So it's like, let me try something else.
Yes.
But what I see you have is that support system. How did you find the right supportive friends, the right circle, and the right people that were going to back you? Because I feel like you always need some type of support.
Absolutely.
I mean, I feel like you really did have your partner as a support system.
Yes.
I mean, your dog, your baby. He's going to support whatever you do because you feed him and he needs you to stay alive. So he's going to just go where you go. Yeah. But like, how did you build a friend supportive circle in a place that you had never been before?
So that's a very good question. So when we moved here, and in my life in general, for the past 10 years, I started self-developing a lot. Mm-hmm. When you start a business, when you open that door of entrepreneurial, sorry, that's a French word. When you start, opening up the
entrepreneur
all good.
I make up words all the time. It's a real word. It's just not a real word here, but entrepreneurial is like literally going to stick in my head now.
Yes. So entrepreneurial world, you have to accept that you're responsible 100% of the time of everything. It's your business. It's your baby. It's what you're going to be building. And if you want to have a bigger vision, well, guess what? You're going to have to level up. It's the same thing in a relationship. So self-development, I have learned, and I'm still learning every day. I do it every single day of my life. I do everything with intention. Mm-hmm. What is my intention behind that?
Yeah.
He does everything with intention too, my husband. He does it for him. He's a different entity than me. We are not the same person, even though we're always together. But 24/7, ladies and gentlemen, oh my God, it's great. But you do everything with intention. So when we moved here, just to give you a basic example, mm-hmm. we wanted to buy a dog bowl.
Okay.
Dog bowl for Ziggy that you can fold to go to the beach.
Yeah.
We could find it on Amazon. Yeah. Easy. I said, no, we're going to buy it off of Marketplace. Mm. We need to find some friends that are 40 years old and something here in Venice, Florida, which is average age 85. It's
a retirement community. Yeah.
So I said, okay, let's find somebody on Marketplace that's going to be selling a bowl. We're going to meet people. Guess what happened?
She was intentionally going to buy a bowl to make friends. It's kill two birds with one stone. Yes. That's like the saying that I grew up hearing. So you're like, Ziggy needs a bowl. We need friends.
Yes.
We could do both of these at the same time. Marketplace, here we come.
Yes. And the universe or God, whatever you believe in, always listens. Yeah. And they see you. It sees you going after what you feel in your heart and what your mission in life is supposed to be. So it will help you. Yeah. But you need to grab these opportunities. So I said, okay, we're going to meet somebody. Guess who we met?
Who did they meet?
We met this girl, Kathy. We met this girl. She was selling the little bowl. Am I just going to say, thank you, here you go, here's your $10?
No, you came with a mission.
I got a mission.
I'm making a friend. And for some reason, this friend is going to be her with this bowl.
Yes. And it happened.
It happened.
So this girl, we spoke for 40 minutes in the parking lot of Home Depot in Northport. Because we drove all the way to Northport to get that bowl.
Oh wait, so you did move to Venice?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So you didn't live in Northport. You
Not
lived
yet.
in Venice.
We lived in Venice.
Okay. Yeah. Lots of and anyone there's a saying, there's like a study that moving is one of the most stressful things you'll ever do in your life. So it sounds like you had more than one moving.
Absolutely. I'll come back to that after.
Yeah. I just wanted to throw that in there because,
It's true. Okay. But we meet Kathy and we tell her, she's about 50 years old, and we tell her, we're from Canada. This is our story. We're looking for new people around here. Do you know anybody that, any groups or whatever that we can meet?
Right.
And she says, actually, there's this Facebook group. It was called 40s and something Venice. And she says, we're having an event on the beach Saturday.
Nice.
And she said, if you guys want to come, we'll be about 100 couples. You can come and you'll meet people.
Wow. So, intention was set. There's some keys here.
Yes.
There's some like really good, I would like to call them golden nuggets that you're giving me right now as you tell us what happened.
Yes.
One, you trusted your inner voice.
Yes.
You 100%. Trusted that tingly spirit telling you it's time.
Yes.
You trusted the forecomings of why you needed to go, the whole shutdown.
Yes.
And then you had created a system in yourself about creating an intention of an action that you're doing.
Yes.
And it was working for you.
Yeah. And every time that you do it, it's a confirmation that it works.
Yeah.
So you keep doing it again and you keep doing it again. Is it going to work all the time? No. Maybe not. Well, yes, it is.
Well, maybe it does. You don't see it right away.
Right.
And then like something happens, you go,
right.
It did work that day, but the manifestation of it physically took some time.
Right. Absolutely.
I had to align with it.
Absolutely.
Right.
So, yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So and we met friends through there, and guess what? The first couple that we met.
True.
So we get there, and it's stressful. I'm 41. My husband's 45 now.
She's complaining about being 41. I'm 44, a woman. What are you talking about?
Imagine having to make new friends. You have to make new friends at 40 years old.
I do understand. Trust me. I'm still trying to learn how to make friends at 44.
It's hard.
It's and my sister just told me this yesterday.
Yeah.
She was like, did you know I was reading this thing about how hard it is to make friends in your 40s? And I'm like, I'm living it.
Yes.
Because when you grow up, you're friends and you stay friends for a long time. But when you move, you're too far to, have that connection on a daily basis that you did before. So you're not like walking over to the house, sitting down, chatting, watching a show, talking, venting to each other. Now it's different. You're like, especially in Florida. Yeah. It's all, you get in your car, everyone's in their car or in the house. So you can't walk outside and meet people. They're not walking down the street.
Too hot.
So way too hot, and they're not as open to meeting a stranger walking down the street.
Right.
Is it possible? Yes. Just like it's possible to go in Marketplace and go buy a bowl and meet Kathy, and then go to the beach where there's 100 people.
Yes.
And meet.
So we walk in, and remember, my husband did not speak English, only French. Mm-hmm. So we had been in Florida for maybe a month and a half, living in Venice, trying to, no, not trying. We were just living our best lives. Everything was open. Going to the restaurant, going to the beach every day. We forgot we had to work, spending the money.
We were like, this is too nice. Yes. We're on vacation. But you know what? After moving, you need that to adjust and to rest.
Yes, yes.
Because if you just go, you're gonna burn. You're gonna burn yourself out, and you're gonna be sluggish, and you're not gonna be your best self meeting people.
No. So we needed that time off, but the first the first couple we met, she was high energy like me, and he was a guy from Michigan that was a plumber.
Oh.
And my husband was a plumber. So they were able to
had something in common
about plumbing.
Wow.
They understood the words. This guy had worked with French Canadians, so he could understand his accent.
His accent,
Yes. And then we became friends. They introduced us to other people. And when you're making friends, you're gonna meet a lot of people in a lifetime. It doesn't mean that they're gonna become your circle initially, like this. And the first, it's like dating.
Sometimes you do get that initial spark, and it works for a season. Yes. And sometimes it's a slow, gradual thing, and those are the ones that kind of like you learn and you know them more and more, and they're like the ones that are lifers or stayers. They're like, oh, you're.
Absolutely.
I'm keeping you.
You're a keeper.
Yeah, you're a keeper.
You're a keeper. It's like dating. You got to get to know the person. You're not going to know everything on the first date.
Not at all.
Like, it's going to take a couple of months before he starts farting in front of you. You know what I mean? And then you start farting in front of him.
Yeah. leaving the bathroom door open when you use the bathroom.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm very, authentic.
Or hand me the toilet paper when there's none.
You're not doing that on the first date.
Not at all.
No. Same thing in friendship. You got to get to know the people. But that was great. So that exposed us to, and we're very social. So we knew that we needed to recreate what we had in Montreal here. So intention again, because if not, we were going to miss our old life.
Yeah.
Our old friends. Okay, every Friday night we would go out. Saturday nights we would go out with our friends. Okay, go for drinks, go for food, whatever it is that you do. Here it's like, okay, go to the beach. Now I don't drink anymore. I got that out of my life because I don't have time. And I gotta wake up in the morning.
And drinking makes you sluggish the next day. I mean, people don't realize it, but it's a depressant, and you may feel good for that moment, but then at our age, the next day you don't have the same energy and you don't have the same drive.
Absolutely.
Like it kind of just drains that drive out of you.
Absolutely.
That's just like a side trail.
But intentions again.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want as a life? Like your full take a piece of paper and decide, okay, what kind, like for example, to come back to the business ideas. Okay, put it on paper. What kind of business do you want? But why are you going in business? What is it to be in business? What is it to own a business? Do you want to be self-employed? Do you want to employ yourself and work for yourself, which is great because nobody's putting his thumb on you or anything like that. But do you want to, at some point, navigate and have a system that will roll with or without you?
And that will generate the money to live the life you want to live.
Yes.
A lot of people don't realize, like, they think money's bad. I'm sorry, but money's good.
Yes, money's energy.
Money's good, money's energy. And there's something you said that I just want to trail back on. You said, I don't know what you believe in. If you believe in God or the universe. I feel that every entrepreneur has faith in something.
Yes.
So for me, I believe God is always working for me, always working for my good. And the universe, to me, God created the universe. Like, the universe is a part of God. The universe is with God. It's one for me. So like I always tell myself, the universe is working for me, not against me. Everything that's happening is working for me.
Yes.
It loves me. Like God wants to see me thrive. He wants to see me happy.
Yes.
So like the same thing with money. It's working for me.
Yes.
So I think having a good mindset towards money as well. So you had said you had you were like in a business. Do you think that being in that business helps you to create a business like that you kept the things that you learned, that you kept that towards the why and the vision you've seen of why you wanted to have a business?
Yes. So I come from Main Street. My mom, French teacher, high school teacher in Canada, 40 years. My dad, musician.
Ooh.
So, plays music that he likes, not that the society likes. So he doesn't succeed financially much, but he's happy. He's a free spirit, yes. So I was raised with two different...
So you've got both of those qualities in you.
Yes, very much.
And you use them you use the best out of those qualities.
Yes, because I had two great examples. So I decided to take the best out of both, right? I work on it every single day of my life. But to see my parents, live their best lives or work hard, and my dad had to work hard. He was in the military, then he was a trucker. He had to find other options to make the money to be able to support my mom and our life in Canada. And to see them a little bit struggle financially their whole life and running for the dollar. And I went to the best schools. My parents put everything in me. I'm an only child, so they were, able to pay for a lot of good private education for me, and I'm thankful for them. I'll be thankful my whole life towards them. But now retiring and seeing that they weren't given all the information that they should have had.
Yeah.
They went to the banks every single day. They had a financial advisor. Nobody really taught them the rule of how money works.
Yeah.
And that was for me, I'm a justice girl. I don't care what color you are, what sex you are, what, you're vaccinated, not vaccinated, you're vegan, you like meat. I don't care. You're handicapped. You have a heart. You have a desire. You are somebody. Let's go get those dreams. You're allowed to have access to the same information as anybody else. So for me to understand the rules of the game of how money works at the age of 30
you can help others to understand.
I can help others understand, but to see that my parents did not get that,
Right.
I said, wait a minute, there's a problem.
Yeah.
I lived in the best neighborhoods.
They
put
worked
everything-
hard.
They worked hard. I went to the best schools.
Mhm.
I went to see my friends and say, did you guys know about these tricks, these strategies,
Yeah.
how money worked? No. And I understood there was a problem.
Yeah.
We don't talk about money.
So there was also some gatekeeping going on.
Absolutely.
Because they
Yes.
did everything by the book,
Yes.
but they were still struggling.
Yes.
So you were like, wait,
That doesn't work. There's something in the
let's
system.
find out how to work the system to work
Yes.
for me so
Yes.
I don't have to
Yes.
do all that.
And I think that especially women, we need to, men are more, inclined to talk about money.
Mhm.
Yeah. They'll talk about their salaries. They'll talk about, okay, they're more logical.
Yeah, yeah.
Women, we have more of a difficulty to talk about money.
Yeah.
But guess what? 80% of the women have to go to work for a paycheck.
Yeah.
Instead of taking care of their kids, the education, or you go to work because you want to develop something.
Right.
I'm a feminist in my heart, so don't get me wrong, ladies and
You know,
gentlemen.
two fellow feminists sharing a couch together. And feminism does not mean you're a man hater.
No, I love my
It
man.
means that you love men in a healthy way, and you
Yes.
understand that we need them.
Yes, absolutely.
And you understand that you also have a place in this world.
Yes.
You also have your own dreams, and you
Yes.
also can do what you want
Yes.
to do as well.
Empower
That
yourself.
you're anatomy as a human, and your
Mhm.
right and your freedom in this life to live the
Yes.
life you want is
Yes.
yours for the taking as well.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's what feminism is. We have equal rights across the board,
Yes, 100%.
and
It's-
our worth should be the same worth as a man's worth.
Absolutely. 100%. Maybe even a little bit more. But I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, I don't know.
But,
I don't want to stick my foot in my mouth, but I mean, I did carry the 3 girls for like 9-10 months and push them out, and
That's amazing.
The fathers always get the credit, and you're like,
Hello.
I did all the work.
Yes, yes.
No,
But-
he fed me.
Yes.
He fed me. What can I say?
But it's all that idea of accepting to talk about money. And I'm on this journey right now where I'm like, we need to make it more acceptable. It's like, okay, what is the problem? We all get up in the morning to go work for a paycheck. We don't get taught anything in school about how money works. Nothing.
Nothing.
We're surrounded by retail stores.
And then you hit 18, and I think they're just gonna know what to do, right?
Yeah.
I'm having teenage daughters right now, and I'm like, I was trying to get them to understand this before they hit that age, because once they're like, oh, I'm independent, it's like, shocker,
Yeah.
adulthood is not what you think it is.
No.
Bills to pay, you want
Yes.
a nice life, it costs money,
Yes.
or there's no shortcut to this,
No.
you guys. There's
No.
no fast. If someone tells you can make money fast and
No.
there's a shortcut to it,
Run away.
run,
Run.
run the opposite. I was literally, we thought the same thing. Run.
Run.
Because, I want to get to, we're sitting in her salon, you guys, all right?
Yes,
We're
yes.
sitting in,
It's like a Gauthier.
Gauthier.
Yes.
Gauthier?
Gauthier.
Because it's a G-A-U, and I'm like, got you. No, it's
Yes.
not got, no.
It's French.
Gauthier.
Yes.
We're in this really, really nice, it's not it's a salon, small, it's like a wellness center. It's
Yes.
like a whole wellness center.
Yes.
Fingernails, red light treatments, hair, I think you have a massage, acupuncture, facial. I'm gonna have to come back. I see this
please.
place. I'm gonna have to come back and get a facial. I think I'm gonna get like all of it.
Yes.
Acupuncture. They're gonna have me here from the morning till the night. It's like,
And this is why you need money. You see? That's right.
even if you have good connections, I
Yes,
mean,
absolutely.
they deserve to get paid for their services because they put she put the time in.
Yeah.
She's still putting the time in.
Absolutely.
So like, I feel like, like you said, it's an exchange. It's an energy exchange.
yes.
We may use money, but there's also other exchanges that people can use. But the number one exchange right now, obviously, is money.
Yes.
And so, how did you build? Because she didn't go to cosmetology school. She went 10 years of school
Yes.
after, elementary, kindergarten, high school, all that stuff.
Yeah,
That's like
yeah.
a bit 15 years.
Yep.
That's like 25 years of school. So,
but guys, you get 3 months of vacation, so you can travel the world in that 3 months of vacation.
Oh, and I was traveling the world when I was in school. I don't think I went to school the whole time. I wrote books while I was in school. I became an author in school because I was like, oh, we can do dual enrollment. I'm going to just write a book while I'm in school and go to nursing school and do all this other stuff because, I mean, I feel like they're holding me back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just to sit there.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, this is not about me. What I want to say is, like, she did all this, but she didn't go to beauty school. She didn't go to cosmetology for 10 years.
Yeah. So
how did you
come to this?
Yeah, have a salon without having a background in cosmetology.
So what I learned in the other business was that when you start a business, you need a market and you need something that'll be, economy proof, COVID proof, whatever happens on the planet, you need something that'll last, but you mainly need a market. Okay. So we knew that he wanted a restaurant. He was going to cook at it.
It's a lot of work.
Hard.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
I mean, you would think a salon's a lot of work and a wellness center's a lot of work too, but it's different kind of work.
Different kind of work. Mm-hmm. And, so we looked into restaurants. We looked in all of that, but listen to your heart again. Listen, I always say listen to your heart, but listen to the little voice inside of you that'll tell you this is right or this is not right. And
I kind of feel sorry. I kind of want to feel like when I get that feeling, I feel it in my abdomen, like in my gut. Like I feel like it inside. Like if something's not right or I'm not in the right area, I feel like literally sick. I feel like nauseous and not well. So, and then if I hear that small voice, I usually feel it in the same area, like that hunch, like, oh, this feels good. That thought felt so great right here.
Yes.
Like it doesn't really hit like here. It kind of hits like right below in the middle. And that would be called our action chakra, where it's called I think solar plexus, where you're supposed to, where it's like your drive to tell you like go. Right. Like move, make some movement happen. Oh, so like where do you get that small voice at? Because
same place, I would say that's where I feel
your
it.
Gut,
my gut. It's like the middle of my
That's why they call it a gut feeling.
Yeah.
Because you feel that in your gut.
You feel it and you have to speak it because we visited one restaurant. It was close to Boca Grande.
And Boca Grande, by the way, if you've ever been to Florida, if you haven't,
stunning.
It's the mecca of money, okay? Yes. Millionaires. I worked in Boca Grande, and it's
stunning.
Yeah.
But we weren't on Boca, we were next door.
Right.
But we didn't know anything about that area at that point because, long story short, we took 6 months to explore from Tampa all the way down to Marco Island.
Wow.
So we took 6 because we didn't know where we were going to land.
And that's a lot of exploring because there's so much in that stretch.
Yes.
There's so much.
So much. So we lived in Venice, then we lived in Clearwater, and then we...
Wait, what? You went from Venice to Clearwater?
Yes.
Whew.
But we would travel, so we would have we would rent an Airbnb.
Okay.
So we rented an Airbnb in Venice. Perfect. Then we moved to another Airbnb in Venice because we needed a little bit bigger.
This was I think this was the smartest thing you could have done. Because to move from house to house.
Yeah.
Because Airbnb has everything there.
Yes. Everything is there.
Everything is there. And honestly, that's the way I travel.
That's it. You need to, when you're starting. And we knew, okay, we're going to go to Venice. We explored. We drove a lot around. Then we said, let's go more in the north. We're going to go more concrete jungle. Let's go to Clearwater. We can get to Tampa. We can get to St. Pete. We'll go explore.
It's concentrated with traffic.
Yes. And
congestion.
No, Montreal's a huge city, so we didn't want that anymore.
All right.
So we said, okay, Clearwater was great. We didn't feel the vibe. Then I was starting to get tired because my husband's a chef. So when you're Airbnb-ing, the kitchen situation is not the best.
No.
So he started to buy different things because
you don't have those pots and pans that you need to make certain dishes.
So he would buy and buy and buy and buy.
So your load's getting a bit heavier in the car.
So I said, okay, honey, we need to settle down somewhere, and then we're going to be able to explore better. But we're not going to have that stress of we got to move in 10 days. Like, where are we going to go?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't take it anymore. I needed to just get my grounded
Mm-hmm.
to be, okay, let me focus on something else.
Yeah.
And that's where we found the house in Northport.
Okay.
So we found the house in Northport. We rented it for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And we were able to move more down south. We went to Fort Myers. We went to Marco Island. We did like day trips. Okay, we could sleep there, rent an Airbnb there.
And this is really nice because if you know Florida, I mean, it's all the coast what she's talking about.
Yes.
And every little one of these cities, because they're right, like boom, boom, right after each other, has a different energy and vibe to it. Like literally the minute that you cross that border, you feel the whole energy shift.
Yes.
Because I've lived in most of those places that you've said. Tampa, no,
too busy.
I had partied in Ybor City, and that was enough for me to know that was not the place for me.
Yes.
I did not like the way the interaction with the people.
And it's so important to listen, because maybe somebody else might be listening and say, oh, I love it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, everyone's different.
Do you, But that was it. We moved to different places, and we never came to Sarasota. We knew nothing about Sarasota.
So they just skipped Sarasota.
Completely.
It's you got to pass Sarasota to.
Yeah.
But if you're passing on the highway and you're not going off, then you don't really see any of Sarasota.
No. We didn't know anything about St. Armand's. We didn't know anything about Longboat, Lido, Burkett, nothing. We had come one time to Sarasota.
I think God was saving the best for last.
Yes. We didn't know, we came to Sarasota one day, but we didn't even know it was Sarasota.
Oh.
Because, listen to this, the mayor of Sarasota had put this contest out that said, I will marry a couple for Valentine's Day. Everything will be taken care of. So me and my husband, I said, oh my God, we got to get married. So,
let's get married again.
Let's go.
Everything's paid for. Yes, why not?
Let's go. It'll be fun, So we tried. We told our story. But at that time, we didn't own a house in Sarasota. We didn't own a business in Sarasota.
So you had to be a Sarasota resident.
Yes, to get that. So we didn't get it, but it's fine. But that's the only time.
Oh, yeah, it's fine, because they're in the newspaper all the time.
Yeah, now they're like, shoot.
Sarasota knows who they are.
Now they're just like, oh, we should have married them, Yes. Let's do it again.
Hey, that silver wedding's coming, and then the golden wedding's coming. I might just be out on Lido Beach seeing them get married.
Yes, absolutely.
And Ziggy walking with the little rings on his neck down the aisle.
Yes. But that was the only time we came. So when you're, again, intentions.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking for a business, restaurant. I don't feel it. We go visit that restaurant close to Boca Grande.
Mm-hmm.
I step into that kitchen. And I don't really cook.
Yeah.
So I stepped into that kitchen and I was having a panic attack almost. I was like, what am I going to do here? Like, is this really going to be our lives?
I feel like that's your nervous system talking to you.
Yeah.
When you feel like you can't breathe in an atmosphere and your nervous system is like, the lights are going off. It's like your energy is not vibing with the place. And if you don't listen to that, you're going to be in that fight or flight feeling, and you're going to have to do things to get that feeling to go away, when the actual reality is you got to get out of that area.
Right.
Your body's telling you this is not where you are meant to be. Right. I mean, I think that's...
Absolutely. I agree 100%. And when you're running a business is hard because it's constantly on you. So when you know that, okay, wait a minute, it'll be constantly on me. So if I don't feel good where I'm going to be...
It doesn't...
How are you going to survive?
Yeah. You can't call up your boss and be like, I'll come in tomorrow and still get a paycheck at the end of the week.
No. You don't even get a paycheck at the beginning. True talk. When you're an entrepreneur and you're not doing the actual work. Okay?
And that's what people need to understand. They see people when they're entrepreneurs at the top. That's why I interview people that are not making anything and they're entrepreneurs. And that's why there's people who are successful that I interview, because I need you guys to understand there's a cost at living your best life. There's a cost at living what you love. And sometimes you wake up not loving it.
Yes. Yeah. Girl. Sometimes I'm like, I gotta do this again.
But then you gotta think back to when you're working a 9 to 5. Were you loving that every time you woke up? No. So
goodness. You gotta choose your hard. And to come back to the beauty and to cosmetology. So long story short, we do the 6 months. Canadians can be here 6 months as tourists.
Yeah, and go back
and go back and come back. You can come back quickly and do the 6 months one time. Well, that's immigration, blah, blah, blah. You can ask me questions later if you want. But, so 6 months ended, and our attorney said, you guys need to leave the country, and you come back after. Either you go back to Canada or you go to Mexico. Mm-hmm. And I have a thing in my heart that when I have a goal or a dream, I go forward.
Yeah.
I don't go backwards. Mm-hmm. And I knew that when we left, it was really, really hard.
So they went to Mexico?
We went to Mexico.
I was like, I hope you went to Mexico. Where did you go to Mexico?
So we went to Playa del Carmen.
Oh, they went to like the
touristy place.
You know. We went to Tulum.
We could have. But we were so stressed out because our minds were going to go back.
They got to their Airbnb or their resort and just said,
we said we just want to get back in, you know what I mean, and find a business. And so, but we went to Playa, and we were there for 10 days.
Okay.
And in Playa, I found this really cute spa. Okay. And I was super stressed out. My dog was here. You know, we had sold everything in Canada. And it was just like, oh my God, are we going to find a business? Is this going to work? And then you have the crazy lady upstairs that starts to think and that gets the doubts. And
I call it the critical, the negative Nancy. Yeah. You know, the one that's like, doubts hitting you. And you're like, what did I just do?
Yes.
And I think that happens to anyone that's starting something. Yes. And if they would just push through that doubt, is where that.
Yes.
That's where the golden stuff starts coming, and you're like, I made the right decision.
Absolutely, because
most people turn back around when that stage hits. They're like, no, and they just, you know.
You got to push through because when your time is there to, that's how I look at things, is before you transfer over to the magic.
Is it still recording? Just you check for me.
Yes, we're still.
I'm blind, y'all. I like to look cute. I don't have my glasses on when I'm interviewing. she's
always cute, but you know. But when you want to step out your comfort zone, shoot, your comfort zone is so comfortable. You're used to it. It's warm, it's cuddly, it's soft, and then you got to get out of it. And it becomes a little bit more cold, and you're like, ooh, this doesn't feel good. I'm not used to this. This is not good. Icky. You have this doubts. Oh, am I going to succeed? Oh, are my friends going to...
And you're losing friends, too, as you're going along. Like, there's friends dropping off the map, and you're like...
Absolutely.
You don't even notice they're not your friend anymore because you're so busy doing your stuff, and then you realize, oh, wait, why is this person asking me for a friend request? I thought we were friends. That's why I know. Oops. Yeah. So I know I don't have a friend anymore when I get a new friend request. I'm like... When were we not friends?
Yes. What happened?
When were we not friends? Yeah.
But you're stepping out that comfort zone. Yeah. So you're growing, but you gotta push through because outside that comfort zone is what I call the magic zone. And that's where the magic happens. You're leveling up. Yeah. But you gotta listen. And that crazy lady upstairs, she ain't paying rent. So get out of my brain because you're not in control. My heart is. Yeah. My heart knows where I'm supposed to be. And I went to that little spa, and I told my husband, I said, honey, you're coming with me to get a pedicure.
Wow.
He was a plumber.
This is nice.
He was a plumber. He didn't do pedicures.
You were just going to go to the spa to get a spa day. Yes. And this is in Playa del Carmen.
This is Playa del Carmen. I said, honey, it's tiki. You just like a nice little tiki. We're outside. You're going to have a drink. Just come with me. No. You come with me. I'm stressing out. I'm freaking out. My dog, my baby's in Florida. So,
Yeah, and we have those meltdown moments.
Yes.
We have those like ugly cry moments where we just like,
absolutely.
We like, pull me off the floor. I need to get, but you always get up.
Remember when I said at the beginning, you need your spouse to be able to pull you back up.
And when you don't have a spouse, you got to get your butt up.
Yourself. Or you call Sonia.
You just like, okay, I got to get my butt off the floor. Yeah. But it's a beautiful thing that you have a partner.
Yes.
And this happened while you had a partner because like people don't realize when you're single, you're doing it triple, double, quadruple the work.
Yes.
You know, so you have to choose something that's not as much work because it's going to be, you know.
And work will be different for everybody. Some people will look at this and say, oh, that's a peanut. Some people will look at this and say, oh, that's really, really hard. So
and everyone has their abilities. Yes. Everyone has their strengths and don't limit your strengths because I'm sure during this journey you found strengths about you that you didn't know you had.
So much. And it's to accept them and speak them, you know, and to shine bright as you are.
That's why she's Sunshine.
Yes. Don't shine. Don't think that you have to be like me or like Kaya. Just shine the way that you are, which is so important because you have those abilities, those strengths that other people need.
I was about to say that. We need you. We
Yes.
need your talents.
Yes.
We need you. What that dream you have inside your heart speaking to you. We need you to birth that because it's calling you out for a reason.
Yes.
St. Armand Circle needed the spot.
Yes.
They needed the Gauthier.
They did.
Gauthier. Did I say it right?
Gauthier.
I'm gonna get it by the end
like
of this.
Goatee.
Gauthier.
Yes.
I don't.
Gauthier. We don't need one. But
the Gauthier.
The Gauthier.
Gauthier. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it before this interview's over.
Got it.
Gauthier.
But we're sitting there in Playa,
and
he comes with me. We have our feet in the water, and we're looking around, and I see women having facials outside. Couples getting massages outside. We have our feet in the water, and I look at the space, and I said, "This is it. This is what we're gonna build." And he looks at me and he says, "A beauty salon? Like, what do you want me to do there?"
He's like,
wait, what?
We went from restaurant to beauty salon.
Yeah,
how did we jump this leap? Like,
and I said,
"Baby, where are you going now?"
And I said to him, "I was raised Main Street. Remember, my mother took me to the best hair salons, and she said, Sonia, when you walk into a salon, you're gonna feel a little bit like normal, blah." But when you walk out, you could take over the world.
You feel like a brand new person.
Yes, and it's way more than just hair. It's way more than just nails. It's way more than just self-care is so important.
She took the words out of my mouth. I'm like, it's self-care.
Yes.
Sorry, you guys. I'm like, it's self-care.
You're fine.
I'm grabbing it.
Give it a little bit.
My lips are dry. So.
Yes. Self-care. I'm putting a little bit of lipstick.
Even during the podcast. Yes. Self-care. Loving yourself never turns off. Okay?
Absolutely, it's super important. And so I said to him, I said, "This is, if we're in the right market, it'll work." And he said, "Okay, we'll think about it." We get back into America, we get back to Florida, and 2 days later, the realtor with who we were doing business, he was in Tampa.
Wow.
He calls us, and he says, "You guys, I know you don't want concrete jungle, I know you don't want Tampa, but I got a rare opportunity for you outside my market."
Outside his market?
His market, yeah.
Okay.
So I say, "Okay."
Yeah. We're far from Tampa.
Yeah. And I said, "What is it?" He says, "Well, it's in St. Armand Circle." And I'm like, "Where is that? What's St. Armand Circle?"
This girl doesn't know how, like, this is, like, hitting so hard.
Yeah. You always follow your heart. Never
This is hitting so hard because you don't know where it's going to come from.
Yes, never.
Don't limit how it's going to come. Just know it's going to come.
Yes. And I'm like, "Okay, where's St. Armand Circle?" I'm with my husband. He looks it up on the map. And he's like, "That's on the Keys. That's on the water." And a lot of businesses in Florida are strip malls. There's no energy. There's no emotion. I'm a very emotional person, very high energy person. I like to, need something. So I was, he says, "It's on the Keys." And I said, "Okay, and what's the business opportunity?" He's like, "I know you guys are looking for a restaurant, but it's a beauty salon."
Confirmation.
And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Are you tapping my phone?"
How long after you got back?
2 days.
I love stories like this, you guys, because God's real.
Oh, so much.
You know God's real because I mean, it always happens like that.
Yes.
Like there's something that's put in you.
Yeah.
You put it to the back.
Yeah.
You're working hard.
Yeah.
And that thing you put to the back is like boom.
Yes.
And in a way you would never expect.
Never.
Where you know for sure.
Yes.
That is God.
Absolutely.
Like this is not by coincidence.
No.
This is divine out of his area.
Yes.
Not in Tampa. Not in the concrete jungle.
No.
Very close to the water. And the ambience here.
Oh my God. We said, "Okay, we're going to go see it." We drove over that bridge and we were like two kids in a candy shop. The view, we were like, where have we landed?
That view.
We came up that little staircase, and again, listen to what's inside of you, but dare to listen to other people too, a little bit. The right people.
You'll know which one's the right people because, you can, if you're in tune with who you are, you can feel the energy of that person.
Yes.
You can feel if they're, for you and want to see you succeed.
Yes.
Or if they're trying to place you in a situation that we want to see you fail. Either way, God's got your back.
Yes. So we walk up that little staircase. We walk into the salon, and it was just a hair salon. Everything was painted black and beige. And I looked at my husband and I said, no, this is not it.
Like, this color's not throwing you off.
This is not it. And he looked at me and he said, oh.
This is it.
He says, okay, so no. He says, you really think that God is going to hand you everything on a platter of gold?
Yeah.
And you're not going to have to build it? You're going to have to build it, honey. And I looked at the space and he said, look at the space. Look at the people that live around.
Yeah.
Sorry. They don't work anymore. They're very, very wealthy. Mm-hmm. They have the time and they have the money to do
the leisure, to come and go to the spa.
Yes. And I said,
perfect location.
Perfect location. I said, okay. And I looked at him and I said, we're not hairstylists. We're not massage therapists. We're not nail techs. We're not permanent makeup artists. We're not acupuncturists.
Oh, wait, we got permanent makeup in here? Like they do eyebrow?
Yeah.
Eyeliner? Oh, you can't even tell. You guys, she's good. That's
really
whoever did it is good, because
really good.
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
You know when people get it done and it's like huge. It's like you don't want to say nothing. You're just staring at it. And sorry, you guys. I mean, it happens. You know,
it does.
You're just staring at the eyebrows, like, oh man, it can never come off. No, am I to talk? I have a dragonfly on my head. You know, but hair can grow over it.
Absolutely.
But your face.
So we looked at each other and we said, are we really going to do this? And I looked at him and I said, honey, together we can learn. Running a business is learning what you're doing. You can learn anything. You learn how to walk. You learn how to ride a bike. Okay, we're going to learn the industry. He's really, really technical, so he understands more than me how the color systems for hair dye works.
What?
I don't have that brain. I'm not very techie, you know. I'm more like, I'm really patient with humans, but not with things.
Yeah.
So he understands all. He does the retail. He understands the chemistry behind it. He that's his portion. Me?
And look at you guys. Listen to this. Did you guys hear any of this? What is blowing my mind the most is that your husband was like, salon, okay, we'll put that in the back burner. And then he's the one saying, like, we can do this. And she's over here naming all the reasons why they're not, what do you call it?
Qualified.
Well, that's the word I'm looking for. Because I don't even use the word qualified in my life.
Right.
But qualified, she's now you have become the person like, wait, but you asked for this and Playa del Carmen. And now you're like, wait, we don't have this. We don't got this. We don't got this. And he's like,
doesn't matter. We'll learn. Because when you start a business, one of our mentors in our other business had told us everything. Everything. Everything.
Almost sounded Jamaican. Everything.
Well, you know, I'm partly Jamaican. So.
Your dad is Jamaican?
Yep.
Oh.
Two other story. But
when I met her, I was like, this girl's Mexican. I already done knew. I was like, she is got
I got African, Jamaican,
she
French,
got that.
Ukrainian.
I don't like to say black soul, but I'm saying black soul. Like, she's got that.
Yes.
There's just a factor to the melanin.
Yes.
There's just a magic to the melanin, and those who understand.
Yeah, absolutely.
They get it. You know what I'm saying? There's just a whole different vibe that you can't put into words.
Absolutely. But so everything, I don't remember what I was saying, but
you have to. Your mentor was telling you have to learn.
Everything turns to crap the first 6 to 18 months.
Gosh.
Okay, so you gotta be ready. 6 to 18 months. Okay.
I'm feeling convicted sitting here because when I went to build my resort in Mexico, everything went to crap. Oh my goodness.
There you go.
It was like.
It's hard.
It was like, what?
Yes.
Like, what?
Yes.
But, you know, that's a whole different story. But that's the truth. I do understand what you mean.
And when you're not, if I was behind the chair doing the hair, if I was doing the nails, if I was doing the massage, I would make more money.
But you would not be able to go and do a good job. They won't come back.
Right. No. And I need to be licensed.
Right.
But what I'm trying to explain is, okay, if you're doing the job, you're self-employed right now. You're making you have to be actively working to make the money.
Yeah, for it to come in.
If you're in the back, you're making the residual or the passive income.
Right.
But when you're building a business from scratch, you ain't making a lot of money at the beginning.
You ain't making nothing at the beginning. You're pouring into something that you just have a vision that may not succeed, that may succeed. Yes. But if you have faith strong enough, there's no way it can fail.
Absolutely, 100%.
That's just the way I see things.
Absolutely.
If your faith is stronger than what you see,
Yes.
because what you see is going to look real ugly.
Yeah.
If you have faith in what you know you want and what you desire, and you know that's going to happen regardless, because your
Yes.
faith is like steady.
Yeah. You're going to make it happen.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. And you're going to work towards that. But it's so important to understand, okay, if you're doing the work actively, I'm not telling you not to go in business and do the work. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah. No.
That wasn't our desire. But allow yourself to transition into the passive income position.
Girl.
Because you want to be able to enjoy your life.
Right.
Like the owner of McDonald's, do you really think he's the one that flips the hamburgers?
Not at all. My daughter worked at McDonald's. No, the
He
owner
wasn't
was
there.
not the one doing
Right.
it. I don't think she knew who the owner was.
There you go.
And she leveled up. Now she's working at a cocktail bar in downtown Fort Myers, and she's 16, so I don't know how that's even happening.
Oh, no.
But she knows the type of life she wants to live.
There you go.
And I told her, the life you want to live is bougie, girl. It ain't going to happen at McDonald's.
No.
So she leveled up.
Good.
She went out and applied when I was at work. Took an Uber downtown and went to all the best restaurants and got a job
Good for
like
her.
within 3 days.
Ambition.
I said, you're like, keep that.
Yes.
When you see that in someone, you want to feed
Encourage.
that. You
Yes.
want to feed that.
Feed that. Absolutely.
So I feel like
Pushing
your
up people.
parents, even though they were trying to teach you the only way they knew that you can be
Yes.
successful, they
Yes.
still were planting seeds in you.
Absolutely.
And your mom still was like, I'm
Yes.
going to still take you to Main Street.
Yes.
You're still going to go get I'm going to
Yes.
give you the life that I want my daughter to know she can have.
100%.
So I do feel like our
100%.
childhood is linked
Yes.
to how things are
Yes.
formed and the type of life we want to live.
So much.
Even if you're in poverty, and because of living in poverty, you don't want to live in poverty,
Yes.
or if you lived a certain lifestyle and you're like, I deserve this lifestyle, but
Yes.
those basic times of growing up
Yes.
forms a part of like who you become.
So much. And as a child, I grew up in the best neighborhoods. My mother decided to have me, educated in these neighborhoods. So all my friends were very rich,
Mhm.
but I was a child. I went to the same schools. I played in the same parks. I went to the same places as them. So I didn't see that there was a difference.
Yeah.
So in my heart, I was the same as them. And then I grew up to be an adult and had my first paycheck, and I had to pay bills. And I was like, wait a minute. Okay, we live in an apartment and they live in a mansion. There's a difference financially.
I was going to say, because there's really not a difference.
No, none.
I mean,
Just a pocketbook.
I could relate. I could totally relate. I didn't know that we didn't have growing up.
Right.
Because
That's it.
I always had what I needed.
That's it.
Even my mom went beyond that. I mean, she would give me gold bracelets. I lost I'm not wearing gold because I lost all the gold my mom gave me.
Mm.
She would put gold necklaces and bracelets on me since the age I was 12. All, gold, and she was a princess.
Yes.
She grew up with maids and things like that. So she was
Yes.
my mom was extremely bougie.
Yes.
Like all designer bags. I had a
Yes.
Louis Vuitton case and I didn't even know what Louis Vuitton was.
Yes.
And it was like a really cool one that you unlocked, and it was like a little chest and it was a bag. And I mean, I did not know any of this life because until I got older, I was like, wow, my mom did not play when it came to us.
Right.
Like our outfits were
Right.
on point.
Right.
And it's because she grew up with her mother, raising
Yes.
her a certain way,
Yes.
and letting her see, like, this is the life I want you to
Yes.
have.
Yes.
You know,
Absolutely.
as an immigrant and
Absolutely.
sending money back home, she wanted her daughter to have the best.
Absolutely.
And
Bless
so
her.
I can relate to you when you're saying, like, you were raised around that, so there was no difference for
There's
you.
no difference.
And for me, I didn't even know anything was different until I moved to Florida.
Surprise!
We lived in like in a 2-story house with a balcony and stuff, and then we moved here and was in a 3-bedroom house. And I was like, Mom, where did you bring us? Like,
Yes.
what is this?
Yes,
you know?
But it takes, sometimes God will bring us a little bit back
Oh.
to bring us further, to humble you or whatsoever,
And
or to wake you up.
And because I was about to say that, like, I was always raised to be humble, and my mom always said, don't be boastful. But I took being humble a very wrong way. I took humble by shrinking myself. And that's not what humble means. You can be humble and not be boastful, but still be unapologetic for what you have and be thankful for what you have.
Absolutely.
You don't have to be like ashamed that you can have nice things.
Right. Absolutely.
And
it's self-love.
yeah,
Once again, it comes back to the self-love and to realize, okay, wait a minute, is there Because sometimes people tell me, yeah, but Sonia, money is not everything. I agree 100%. 100%. I'm all about love is number one. And that's why we're very, like Kaya was saying on the circle needed Gauthier because we're all about love. We got a huge Australian Shepherd in the salon.
Beautiful.
He greets everybody at the door, you know.
He greeted me. The door was locked and he heard that I was at the door so he can let them know. But he did it in such a... I always said her dog's like prestigious. Like her dog's like... He's like a regal dog. There's a difference. And he has that persona. He knows he's...
And now he has a mural on a wall. You know what I mean?
I think she, you know, I think she put it in his head that. But so we're going back to the mentor because we can go everywhere.
Yeah, sorry guys.
So we're going back to this. Your mentor told you like you can learn.
You can learn anything. And the other business in finance, that's what opened my eyes. I'm going to be a student all my life, but at the age of 30, I decided to go get licensed in financial services. So life insurance, investments, mortgages. I never had any interest for numbers, for finance. I hate numbers. I don't like it. The industry is like, they didn't help my parents, but I had this desire inside of me to say, wait a minute, I can get a free education and understand the real rules of money and just understand what these people have understood. I'm not any different. I'm allowed to learn and to understand and then transform. So when we saw the salon, same idea. We can learn. We are capable of way more.
Take the concepts and all the fundamental things that you learn. Yes. Because what's crazy is me and her both have the same life license.
Yes.
We have the same learning. We work in the same company.
Yes.
Are you still with the company?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I own my own.
Well, we're gonna have to talk about that off camera, but because I have to renew my life license because we work in the same company and it teaches you financial education.
Yes.
What's the word?
Financial literacy.
Literacy.
So
education.
It's a big word.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Financial literacy, but really in a nutshell, it teaches you how to make your money work for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how to use money properly.
Yeah.
Because I had no concept of how to use money.
Oh.
I knew how to spend it.
Yes.
I didn't know how to budget it.
Yes.
And it always came to me. I mean, I was never
Good.
lack of money. Like money, I'm a magnet to money. I would always tell myself that. And like,
yes.
It would just come, but it would go because I didn't know what to do with it.
You know, it's so important. You were saying like, okay, nice things. Allow yourself to go in nice neighborhoods. Me and my husband, we walk the streets. We don't live here yet. So we walk the streets of St. Armand's Key, Bird Key, Longboat Key. This is the 1% of the population that lives here. We allow ourselves to walk in these streets and say, this house, not so much. This one, yes. That's
called manifesting your life.
Yes.
You know, my mom did that with us growing up.
Yeah, so
we're going house shopping. She would drive and say, "What do you guys think about this one?"
Yes.
Like honestly, that's like we grew up. My mom just instilled that into us, and beautiful. I just seen it happen, and it just automatically was.
It works.
Something I lived with. It was a part of my mind
because you know that you're not any different than anybody else on this planet.
No.
You can do whatever.
The resources are there.
Yes. And you create your life. So when I say you create your life, okay, something difficult is going to happen. Fine. Put the pink glasses on and look at the positives because it's going to be hard. If you put the dark glasses on, it's going to be even harder.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me see how I can make this happen in my life. How can I turn it around for me to win the game of life?
Yeah.
Sometimes we look at the people here, and the other day this gentleman, he just crossed the circle, and my husband said, this guy knows that he won the game of life.
Just with their walk.
Just walking. And
no, I'm saying just the way someone's walking.
Yes.
With their shoulders back, their head
proud.
Up. They're comfortable in their body, and their confidence is
you don't want to be cocky.
You want to be confident.
Yes, proud of who you are. You were one out of 10 million little sperm.
And most people that are cocky are actually just faking it.
Yeah, absolutely. They have no self-confidence.
They're actually faking it, and those people you want them far away from you.
Absolutely, 100%. And they'll bounce back on.
I think that's what has really. Since I've met Sonia, when she walked into the room, I don't even know where I was when I first met you, honestly. We could have been at an event, probably.
A house party.
It was some event. I was like learning to, I was like trying to make friends. 'Cause
Yes.
I was going through this whole, I didn't have any friends. Like, okay.
Yeah.
My, my daughter's father was missing still at that time. Unfortunately, he was found and he was not found living. So I was like in a really weird place because when you have a partner, they're your world.
Absolutely.
They're your best friend.
Absolutely.
Even if you don't have good times sometimes, they're still your to-go-to person. They're still like, you and that person built friends together. So when you lose that person, and I pray that, you guys live a very long life together. And like I say for our parents, if one goes, the other one's going like the same day.
Right.
Because they're so, they're so in love with each other still. And they're so much a part of each other, right? So when that was taken, it's like I had to rediscover the world again. And I mean, we were in our 20s when we got married. So like you're in your 40s trying to find friends, and you don't even know like who you are at that point. And you're like, okay, rediscovering yourself. Yeah. So like when getting back to when I met you, when you walked in the door, this girl, there's a reason why she's Sonia Sunshine. It's like the sun came in the room. I was like, I just smiled inside of me, like, and she's just talking to everybody, talking, and we didn't really know each other very well. And even now interviewing you, I'm learning more about you. Right. And I mean, Sonia wasn't the one to tell you. Now that's what I call humble, because when I made a phone call to her and we found out it was the same company and she was already in that company. Yeah. I was like, Sonia, I literally said, why did you never tell me this? Like, we've had encounters. Yes. Like, why did you not tell me this? Yes. And so she was very humble as far as she didn't push herself on people or what she was doing or what she felt they should be doing. That's why I didn't know about it. Yeah. I mean, she could have been pushing with me because I would have jumped on that train, right? But what I noticed and what has been stable when I see you and when I see what you're doing, because, we're on Facebook at our age. We see stories. We don't have time to really be driving all over the place at our ages. And when I see that, like, you're consistent and, like, she was who she was the day I seen her and she's still been that person, I was like, okay, that's really dope, because, you see the cracks of people. Yeah, absolutely. You see the facade when things happen. Yeah. You see that energy, not the same. Yeah. But absolutely. With you, anytime I seen you, it was always that uplifting energy, that beautiful smile, that cheery voice, that ray of sunshine. Yes. So I'm like, okay, this is someone who really loves to bring joy anywhere you walk into the room. Thank you. And that, I would say, is a humble way to live your life, because you didn't have to boast about anything you were doing. No. And it's who you want to be and what's your mission in life is super important. And in my past life in corporate Canada, when she said past life, I was like, oh, she remembers.
No, I'm not going there yet. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. We gotta, we'll be together. I said we'll be on it for 4 hours.
We have definitely gone over our time. Yes.
But going back, I had to wear a mask in that corporate world, and it was so heavy. I would get back home, I would cry, I would tell my husband, is this really it? Like, is this going to be my life? And when you take off that mask and you do the self-development, I work at it every single day. I wake up, I have my affirmations, I listen to positive podcasts. Every single word that comes out of my mouth is positive. I don't speak the negatives.
That's not an easy job. No. I've been trying to do it for the last 16 years. Yes. I think because I read a lot. I'm an avid reader, and I'm an avid audiobook listener. And that's something I read in one of the books. I think it was Esther and Abraham Hicks or something like that. Do you know Esther? Not everyone knows Esther and Abraham. So I think
I love her,
Yeah. I like her and Abraham or whatnot. And I liked Jerry too. I've listened to Jerry talk about his life and stuff like that. Yeah. May he rest in peace. But I honestly I'm a death doula, so I work in the hospice. So I feel like when people transition, like, they're not gone. you know, you're just not physically there, but
interesting.
sometimes you still get messages from them, and
Yes.
they still visit you in different type of ways. It's just
Yes.
not the way we are right now, right?
Yes, yes.
So,
oh, this could open up a whole.
I know. I'm like
that.
I'm trying to get back to where we were. So I know that can just go. That can just go. So
close your mouth.
The positive talking.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that in a book. I read so much books. I don't know which book I heard it in, but it was like, speak positive about everything.
Yes.
Like your words have power. Even in the Bible, you know, your word is a sword. Your word's a tongue. The world was created with the word. The world was created with word. It's like what you speak into existence is your existence.
Yes.
So like that practice is so important, and it's so easy to fall off the practice.
Oh, so much.
When you start complaining, everything goes to hell. Like, and then you're on this rampage of just complaining, and no one wants to be around a complainer.
You know.
That's probably why I'm alone all the time, because I complain too much.
No.
No, I do complain too much. I need to get back on it.
Get an elastic and
I need to get back on it, because this is why I do what I do. Not only is it for people that are watching, but it's for me too.
Absolutely.
I learn like,
you need to feed yourself first.
I'm going to keep this. Like I need to get that back again and keep that, right?
Yes. And surround yourself with, we have a spiritual coach that helped us. She's the one that 10 years ago started, okay, you guys, you need, and you know, my husband was a construction worker. In French Canadian, there's a lot of bad words for French, you know. So it was a hard transition, but we would help each other. Hey, don't say that. Hey, no, you're speaking the negatives. Hey, okay, do what you got to do. But surround yourself with the right people that will allow you to level up. Mm-hmm. People that will have more than you or be more than you.
And be where you want to be.
Yes.
You want to surround yourself with the people that are already doing what you want to do. Yeah. And that's mainly why I'm so selective of who I actually am around, because I would rather be alone than to be in bad company.
Absolutely.
I'd rather be alone than to be with someone who's not being authentic, or who doesn't appreciate my presence.
Absolutely.
That was a big thing for me. Being around people who, they don't need to see my vision.
Right.
But if they're not my cheerleader,
right, it won't work.
Then I don't need you. I don't need you near me.
Because you'll find other cheerleaders after. Once you respect yourself enough and you love yourself enough, and I'm talking to myself when I speak like this. Okay, if I love myself enough to respect myself enough to find the right people that'll cheer me on, and these ones don't, well, I don't want to be with them. I don't feel good when I'm with them. And I'll transfer vibration levels or whatever you want to call it. Right. And then boom, I'll find the people that'll tell me, Sonia. And they will magnetically be attracted to you. Yes. And you said something so important. I was on a rant today on TikTok, and I was talking about, after my rant, I was talking about this book I read. It starts with you. Everything starts with you. So like, if people are treating you a certain way and they're not respecting your boundaries, where are your boundary lines? Right. Where are your boundaries? Because if you have a boundary and they can't cross it, they're gonna they're not gonna come around you. Right. So you do have to hold yourself to a standard that you want to be treated. Right. You do have to have a standard of what you accept into your life. Yes. And so it does start with you, because if you have that, then only the people that respect that will want to be near you. Yes, absolutely. And it's hard because society doesn't teach us that. Especially women, we're taught to be the nice little girl. You gotta, be quiet, do what you got. Excuse me, you could. Yes, you have to submit, and you have to be kind, and you have to. Yes. They teach you to be codependent. I mean, like. Yes. Yeah, they teach you just to change yourself to be more likable and to fit into the room. Yes. And but you don't. If you shine, there's the movie Coach. Remember that movie? I don't remember it. Basketball movie. But there's a phrase that says, I don't know exactly what it says, but it says, the more you shine, if you allow yourself to shine brighter, your light, you will allow other people to shine. As well. Because if you shine, I see you shining, oh my God, well this girl is doing it, I can do it too. Oh. Okay, maybe I could try. And yes, try, because the more love we spread, the more and I would love that to be so true for so many circles, but there's just some people that don't want you to shine, and that's not the circle you're supposed to be in. Get out of it. Because that circle does exist. Yes. And just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it's not there. So much. And this whole experience of moving from Canada to here, new world, new language, so much could have gone wrong, but we chose to focus on the positive and to believe and to keep going and to keep going. Get into St. Armand Circle. We're 2 young kids here. They call us the kids here. We're the kids we're going at it. Sometimes I'm like, honey, I made 50 cents this week. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? Okay, keep going, keep pushing, but believe that you deserve it. Have fun in the process.
Believe that you deserve it. We're not going to just go off of that. That's a huge one.
Believe that you deserve it. Because you do. You have one life. You were chosen. A spermatozoid, the sperm. There was one in like 50 million.
And it broke down in this miracle for you to even be born and to still be here.
Yes.
So many miracles that kept you intact, that things that could have happened, that would have just... You could have still been working your corporate...
I can't even imagine I don't even know. It doesn't exist. It's not... But it's to say trusted, because what this has brought to us... We're in the newspaper because my intent, and then listen to this lady in the salon, she was a big reporter in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me, Sonia, if you can be in the newspaper without having to pay for advertisement.
That's advertisement.
That's advertisement. And I said, okay, I'll get articles written on us. And how I do it is I find people that want to get exposed.
Mm-hmm.
This guy that painted the mural, he painted the mural. I said, I'll get you an article.
You get exposed, he gets exposed.
Yes.
And there's a blessing for
everybody.
Sonia just is killing 2 birds with 1 stone and everything.
Intention. What's your intention? I want Kaya to shine bright. Okay, perfect. Let's go.
Yeah, and I want, I want Sonia to continue to shine bright and to continue to be Little Miss Sunshine. I love that movie with a little bee outfit.
So cute.
I think of her when, because Sonia loves to dance and she loves music and she's really hip and hype. And so I just want to, before we close out, so this is what I would say a wellness center. It's like a rejuvenating who you are center.
Yes.
And I believe when you walk through these doors, you're met with intention that Sonia had and her partner when they built this place.
Yes.
I feel like that's how the energy is wherever you go. When someone created that place and put their hands to the plow, that's what you're receiving when you walk in those doors. So you're already walking into something before anyone touches you. So that energy is already there to meet you. So I'm being blessed right now just sitting on this couch because I just heard all this, Mexico, the vision, the guy calling from Tampa, the place, the black and beige walls that are no longer black and beige are full of beautiful teals and blue, and they fit the ocean, and the ocean's down the block, and the ambience, and how she just flows with it, and Ziggy flows with it, and he's got his mural, and so, it all just works. And I get to just get and to enjoy this work without putting my hands to the plow of this work. And I'm so thankful that she took the time out on her Sunday, which is now evening, to interview with me, because this is what I think you're my number 6 or 7. So I do one a week. Okay. So this is maybe my 7th week of starting the IMU podcast, and it's been so beautiful. And I was so excited for this interview because I get to tell people where you are. Yes, I get to tell them how to find you, because you're going to want to meet her in person, and she doesn't have to be doing your hair, but she can walk past and give you a hug. She's a hugger.
Yes.
And if she's not hugging you, you must not have some good energy. But I feel like hugs really transfer energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
That they really heal people.
Yes.
I feel like the human contact really gives a healing touch, and sometimes some people just need a hug.
Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
So we could find Sonia Sunshine. Wait, Gauthier. I was so close.
Think of I'm Canadian, eh?
Gauthier. Okay, Gauthier. Okay, so what's the full name of the place?
Gauthier Salon and Wellness Spa.
Gauthier Salon and Wellness Spa. What I'm seeing a trend is that I'm interviewing lots of people that work in the wellness. If it's spiritual wellness, if it's gardening, if it's massaging, if it's music that is for the spirit. But I'm seeing that I'm being attracted to the wellness. So there must be something going on in our time. Well, wellness is very important in these times.
Yes.
Taking care of yourself, resting, mental health, loving one another, connecting is going to be very pivotal in this I would say that we're in the age of Aquarius, in this age or whatnot, that these things are very, very vital. So like people like Sonia who follow their heart, there's a lot of people that want to do that. So like let this motivate you that you, if you don't even have a partner that you can do that with, like Sonia was blessed that she had a partner before she made this decision. But even if you don't, there's so many things that you can do, and the universe will send people your way.
Yes.
You just have to say yes to yourself. You have to say yes to what's in your heart. You have to say yes to that voice. So with me saying yes to creating this podcast, I get to get these yummy, yummy golden nuggets and share them with you guys.
Yes.
So it is Gauthier Wellness Spa or
Salon and
Wellness Spa. So hair, nails, massage, acupuncture, permanent makeup, but also skincare. There's so much, okay? There's whatever you're looking for, they're gonna make it happen.
Yeah,
all right,
absolutely.
State Arm Circle.
Yes.
Upstairs, and it's right in front of the park, and it's a circle.
Yes.
And so find her there. Everything will be down in the bio. Comment, please, and just join in on this walk of wellness. Just join in on this walk of discovering who you are and loving who you are and going after what you want in this life. Nothing is without without your reach. But there's some pivotal pillars that were there. Hearing it. So you have to stop the noise. You have to get to know who you are to even hear that voice, right? Trusting. You have to trust in yourself, trust in your faith, and trust in who you can to be a safety person you can trust that will be there when that doubt is knocking you about and they remind you of what your vision was. You have to have that person. Spiritual mentors are very important as well. Like she said, she has a spiritual mentor. And using all your resources to your benefit. So like you probably don't know in your life, you've come across information that's been given to you that you have in your file cabinet in your mind somewhere that you need to pull out and you can use for whatever it is you're going for. So like along your path, you have always been fed something. And even in your childhood, it was brought back to her. Yeah, moments were brought back to her. So when you're starting to get those moments and those memories brought back to you, they may even look like they're bad ones, but in that bad thought is a good lesson that God is trying to tell you. God is trying to show you you weren't alone. There's some lesson in here that is for you, that's better, that's going to make you better. And learning. Never be afraid to learn. You're never too old to learn. There's people who are in their 80s and they're still learning and they're still out there living their best life. Absolutely. So thank you so much, Sonia.
Thank you.
I always leave the interview with a hug and an intention that all the viewers and myself set towards something that you're hoping for, and a vision that you want. So let us know what vision do you see that you want to happen, and we're going to join in, because when two or three in agreement, so shall it be. So what are you seeing that you would really?
So I would say the vision is to, I don't know how to say it, but it's not only going to be for me, it's going to be for everybody on this listening. I'm going to say abundance in every area of your life. That's very vague, but at the same time, you want to have abundance, financial abundance, health abundance, love abundance, friendship abundance, learning abundance everywhere, because God has created this world for us to live. We have only one life, and we decide when we take control of our life and we go after what we have in our heart and who we're supposed to be, but we don't decide when it stops. Yeah. So you just got to go for it. Trust yourself, reach out to us, come and see us. I'll be more than happy to meet you, but please believe in your heart that you deserve it. And trust the process, because I promise it happens. And every time it happens, it's like, oh my God, this stuff really works. And then you keep going and you keep going. And then, it doesn't work. Okay, change sides. Open another door. Try again. When you were a kid, you were walking, you fell. Go again. And
go back to the drawing board.
yes,
There may just be some things you just need to twerk a little bit.
yes. Write it down. Take your time.
It wasn't the restaurant. It was a salon. That was a whole big twerk.
Thank God.
And you might just have to twerk it out too.
I gotta go dancing.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm so
We're
excited.
believing that. We are wholeheartedly feeling that, and I will always receive abundance. I receive all that abundance. I receive the abundance for the IMU page. I receive the abundance for the viewers. I receive the abundance for you, your partner, Ziggy,
Yes.
and the wellness center, salon. There's another word missing, and that's, well, you know
You
what
got
I mean. You know what I mean.
You got
all of it. It's all of it. That's why it's all encompassing. Because
Mhm.
it's like also you get many little things, not just when someone's working on your body. I mean, you're receiving
Absolutely.
you're receiving like alignment and stuff like that. So I just
Absolutely.
received it for this place, and guess what I'm believing? You know what I'm believing in?
What are you believing?
I'm believing you're getting that house in Almond Circle, baby.
Woo!
I'm believing in that.
What do you think?
She's gonna be walking to work, okay?
Yeah, girl. Thank you.
Oh.
Yes.
Thank you for watching the IMU podcast. Come back for more beautiful interviews with beautiful people.
Yes.
And like, subscribe, hit the bell so you can get when a new one comes out.